Hello and thanks for stopping by the Sister Cousins Lifestyle channel. My name is Sandy, and in today's video we are around the house and we're just doing some spring decorating around the house. I know that I'm going to be doing something with my tablescape to create a Easter brunch tablescape. And then I've got some other little things that I'll probably be shifting around and decorating for the spring season. So if you'd like to see how it all comes together, keep on watching. So when I originally decorated for the spring season, this is what I did with my dining table. Very simple, and I absolutely love it. And as soon as Easter is over, I definitely will be returning to this look. I love the simplicity of it. I love the fact that I have room to use my table without having to move anything out of the way. But in any event, it's time to go ahead and make some adjustments so that we have it nice and decorated for Easter. So this is the first year that I haven't brought out my bunnies to decorate during the Easter season. I just wasn't feeling bunnies this year. And actually when I was going through my spring decor, I found that I only had 4 bunnies left in my whole collection. I used to have a ton of them. I've given them all away as I did my Easter eggs and all of the things. I'm just not, that's just not where I am right now. But these are 2 that survived the cut. And I thought that to just demonstrate a very simple look, if you want to do something very, very simple for Easter for your table. So I have this moss ball bowl here, and I could just simply sit these little bunnies right down in here, and that would be really nice. It definitely does not take a lot of money or a lot of decor to create a really nice little look. So that's very simple and very nice. And if I had some eggs, I could just put them around in here. But like I said, I've given all mine away. But that's a really cute little simple table centerpiece idea. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to do something a little bit more over the top. It's been a while since I've done a tablescape, so I'm kind of excited to get back into it. It's just something different, a different look for my home. So I'm looking forward to something, styled a little bit differently here. But believe me, this moss bowl will be back. Now, I also should have mentioned that I am not a traditional Easter color girl in terms of pastels, light colors, whatever. My decor style is very moody, and I love the darker colors to create more of a moody vibe. So that's what I'll be doing today. I should have mentioned that, because if you clicked on here looking for some, pinks and yellows and blues and greens and all of the things, this ain't that. But I can appreciate a little bit of sparkle every now and then. So we're going to go in with this little sparkle charger here. I've had this charger for eons. I'm not sure where I got it from, but I've had it for a long time. And then I'm going in with a black plate here. And we'll repeat the same thing here. Now, as usual, I came on here today without a plan, so we're just kind of winging it. I'm going back and forth between the table settings or plate settings and the centerpiece, and I decided to bring this vase down. Thought it was pretty. I got this really pretty faux, I think this is a protea, don't quote me on that, but I thought it would make a very nice centerpiece. That is so pretty. So simple and not too high, so when people are sitting on either side of the table, they can still kind of see around it. It's not taking up too much space. I love that. And I think it's a perfect representation of spring, Easter, beautiful. Just play around with the leaves a little bit to get them how I want them. Very simple. Now that's a single stem. That's how this came. So not a whole lot here. And this is something I've had for a long time too. I believe I got this either from Joann's before they closed or Michael's. And I did decide to bring this little marble bunny in. This is one that I already had. It made the cut, and it is white, and it kind of complements the floral really nicely. So I decided to just bring it here and just set it right there. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and bring in the other plates and complete the plate settings and see how it all comes together. At this time, I've walked around, I've shopped my home looking for different ideas that I can add to this now that I have a little theme going in my head. So I found these little clear coasters, and I thought I'd bring those down. down, and this is the perfect time to debut these glasses. I got these glasses from Pop Shelf around Christmas time, and I had been introducing the tortoise and amber into my home, and so when I found these at Pop Shelf, I was so excited. I'm going to couple those with these wine goblets that I got from HomeSense, and they are in the tortoise shell. I think they complement each other nicely, so I'm loving the way that this is looking. So I have these tortoise shell napkins also. I got these from Williams-Sonoma, and I first tried them down in the goblet, but I wasn't really feeling that look, so you will see that I will come up with a change for that, but I love the napkins. So this is what I landed on, and I just used some napkin rings. I got these from Belk's. They're also, no, I didn't. I got these from Crate and Barrel, and they are also tortoise shell. I'm just tortoise shell crazy. But anyway, I just paired those together, and I'm going in now with the rest of the plate settings here, just the simple plates, my Pop Shelf glasses, and then my wine goblets from HomeSense. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know I used a lot of tortoise shell for Christmas time, and I'm bringing it right back here for the spring season. I am all about trying to get a return on your investment. I've invested in these amber pieces and tortoise shell pieces, and so I don't want to use them for one season and then pack them away. I'm going to get my money's worth out of them. And since I bought the little marble bunny in and our floral is white, I thought I'd bring in just a small white plate here and then layer it with our napkin. I think that looks really nice and it ties it all together. Decorating for me is a lot of trial and error, but I really enjoy it and it's therapeutic for me, so I wouldn't have it any other way. Comment below and let me know, what will you and your family be doing for Easter? Will you be doing a Easter tablescape or a spring tablescape? Like I said, it's been a while since I've done one, but I'm really happy that I finally went ahead and got it done because I am loving it. As non-traditional as it is, I really like it, and I really think that it is a great representation of spring. One thing that I'm not, and that's in a decorator's box in terms of doing things as traditional as they may be. I'm always kind of pushing the limits or doing something different, and I love that for me. Like I said, it's therapeutic for me, but it also just kind of gives me that creative outlet that I need. So I love that. So this is the way that the tablescape is looking. And so now I'm moving over here to my bar card just to make a couple little changes here. So I shared this candle in my last video. I believe I picked it up from Home Goods. I love the packaging on it. Update on this candle, guys. It doesn't have great throw at all. It's a beautiful candle and it burns slowly, but the throw is not great. So don't waste your money. And I got to thinking this table needed a light source. So I brought these candle holders down from my stash. These I've had for a while. I got them from Ballard Designs. They are solid brass, and I decided to add them to the table. I also decided to remove that candle and place this globe here because when I was upstairs shopping again, I saw this globe and I said, I haven't brought this down in a while, so let's go ahead and decorate with that. So then I needed some candles for the candle holders, and I just brought these down. These are on a timer. They're black LED candles. Love that. I love candles that just kind of do their own thing, turn on their own. They're not now maintenance for me, just change the batteries when needed. But I'll have these set up that they'll come on each evening just to create that ambiance that I like. Now over here on my coffee station, I had these napkins, but I had a few of those tortoiseshell napkins left over, and I decided to go ahead and place them here on my coffee station just to tie everything together. So I'm doing a quick audit, looking around, making sure that everything is tied together, or, that there's nothing else that I could add or remove here. And I'm liking the way that everything is looking so far. So this was a nice little refresh, very quick refresh that I've done using items that I've had already in my home. Those are the best decorating stylings for me when I'm able to do that. So I'm liking the way that everything's looking. This is the table, or a view from the table, and a view of the entire kitchen, living space, so that you can see how everything kind of ties together. I don't want everything matchy-matchy, but I do want it to flow nicely. So switching gears here a little bit, we're going into my guest powder room here. And a while ago, I had it wallpapered. I also had it painted. And slowly but surely, I've been making changes to this place. Ultimately, I would like to change the pedestal sink. I'm going to be changing the light switches here. You see, I left it white once it got painted. So today, I'm going to go ahead and get those plate switches switched out. Now, I purchased this from Anthropologie. It was on a clearance, and I just love the shape of it. I love the color. It's like that brushed brass, but I do not love the way that it looks in this area. So I decided to put it in my water closet instead in the primary bath. So this one was white. I had painted the walls urbane brown. So here you see that it's been installed here, and it looks so much better here, and it blends in nicely with the artwork here, which was quite by accident, but I love the way it turned out. But that left me with these white covers here over this wall, and it just doesn't blend in nicely. It certainly is nothing wrong with it, but I just thought that it could look better. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace these plates. I went out to Lowe's and I picked up some switch covers here in the matte black, which I like much better. Now I could have changed the area in the inside as well, but I chose not to do that at this time. I probably will be going back in and doing that later, but I do like that as an update. So now I'm going in with some spring-like napkins that I purchased here off of Amazon. I shared these over on the channel. If you're interested, they will be linked in my Amazon store. I've got my candles up here in this space. I'm not going to do any other changes in this area, but I am going to go ahead and put my little amber candle here. I'm adding little touches of amber all over the place here. So this switch here has been changed as well, and I do like the way that they look. Now, once I get the toilet and the bowl changed out, it's going to really look nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are currently not subscribed, I would like to ask that you would take the time to hit that subscribe button before you leave today, as well as the post notification bell. That way we can stay connected. Also hit that thumbs up button. That lets me know that you like this type of content. And to all my returning family members, you already know I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for watching. I would like to take this opportunity to also wish you and your family a very happy Easter. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video to music. Bye-bye.
I can never repay you for all you are and all you've done for me. I couldn't thank you enough. My worship could never measure how I feel. So I'll be an offering at the potter's wheel. I give you my life. I offer my best, a sacrifice. Whatever you ask, morning and night, and every hour that shall pass, it's yours to have and hold, to mold and shape. Lord, fill this place.